Hi, this is Ron Herman back with frequently asked questions. During our chisels, draw knives, and spoke shave class, which we refer to as our ritual bloodletting classes, we get a lot of questions on which we like more. Our chisels, and with the chisels, we like tang versus socketed. Let's just go over what they are first before I really give a preference. I'm going to start first with a socket chisel. The handle is actually fitted into a tapered tube here on the back of the chisel. Now they should come out fairly easy like this. And as you see, the shape of the tang, or shape of the socket, and the wood that drives down into it should be the same taper. When you drive that in, that should be enough to lock that on. Every time you strike it, it's going to continue to seat it. But you get a nice complete change of energy from here down into the funnel here and down to the center of the chisel. A nice quick change of energy here on socket. I do prefer sockets. The next we have the tang. This is a tang chisel here, and this is what it looks like without its handle on it. And this part's the tang, and this part's the hilt. All right, you need a hilt in order to make it actually function. The wood is driven down over top of the tang, and then it's seated up against the hilt. And every time you strike this, it's going to transfer its energy into that hilt and then drive on down to the chisel. You have to have a ferrule here at the end to keep it from splitting the wood off. And a lot of times you'll see on the modern chisels, because they're not using really hard wood, you'll see a leather washer in here to kind of dampen the blow between the two. Not a big advocate of the washer, but if it keeps from really splitting the handle out, you need the transfer of energy through that wood. Now the phenolic, it's just the plastic is just attached right to it and has a little bit of a funnel aspect to it. It's actually not the worst chisels if you're going to start off with. Once again, if you're going to be a capitalist before you're a cabinet maker and you want to save a little bit of money, this isn't a bad chisel to start with. Now, if you're going to spend a few bucks, you can get both. You can get a socket, which is also a tang. This is a Stanley Everlast. There's a steel rod that goes right down through the middle of the chisel that when I strike here, both seats the wood into a socket and transfers its energy through that metal rod to the chisel. These aren't cheap, but they are the best of both worlds. But I still, general purpose for working around, doing staircases or cabinets, I will use a socketed chisel. And as always, the chisel, which they haven't found a way to actually put a cord on it yet, is the multi-tool of the cabinet maker.